the
me.
new job, by the way.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for
Thank
you.
you. Me too. I love being employed. I love that there is a kitchen with snacks and I can have them. I like having polite, miserable conversation with my coworkers. I like that there's a holiday party and I've already figured out how many hours I have to stay.
Ooh.
I love meetings. I love being a wage slave. It rocks.
Wage slave is the best. The thing that I hate the most, though, is getting emails while I'm in the middle of streaming and being like,
Ooh,
yeah.
Do you ever
feel
answer
like
them on stream?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I do. And the worst part was like, okay, I was in the middle of streaming, and then my boss messaged me on Teams, which obviously made like everybody freak out because the team sound went off, and they're like, "Oh no, is it my work?" And I'm like, "No, it was me."
Wait.
I was in the middle of a collab, and I had to keep being like, "I'm so sorry. I need to email my boss back." And my boss was making me work mid collab, so every time I ran an ad break, I would go do 5 minutes of work.
I have responded to emails like out loud on calls. I'm trying to think what else I've done that's particularly reprehensible. I once lied to my boss.
I started stream while I was supposed to be working.
Wah! I've done that.
Yeah. Shh, don't tell my
Not
boss.
at this job though.
Don't tell my
I'm
boss.
still a good boy at this job, but yeah, no, I did that at my last job a bunch of times.
I was like, I want to start the stream a little bit early before it hits the front page so I can say hi to like my chat, you know? And
Ayo, yeah.
say hi to everybody, which meant that I had to start stream at 4 p.m. And I was like, okay, if I put Teams on my iPad, they'll never know. It's gonna say that I'm online and available secretly. Mm-hmm.
I have the team sound as like a sound that people can play during my stream.
That's stressful.
Yeah, it's extremely stressful. Although here we use Slack actually instead of Teams, so
Oh,
I'm
really?
immune now. It hurts them, but it doesn't hurt me. Not anymore.
Ooh. I've actually never used Slack at work.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the same. I don't know. It's the same. It's just like business casual Discord.
Welcome in, Raiders! Hello, hello! My name is Maki.
Crime brulee. What is crime brulee?
I don't know what a crime brulee is. It sounds
I
kind
kinda
of
want
tasty,
some,
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a very sweet
Go for
holiday
that.
treat. Arson! Oh!
Arson! Yeah, I guess I could go for a little arson. I don't know.
A small amount. Like a reasonable amount of arson. What's a reasonable amount of arson?
Like lighting a candle in your home.
Like, leaving the marshmallow in the campfire until it's black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a small amount of arson. Putting furniture in the bonfire.
Excuse me?
Have you ever put furniture in a bonfire?
What? No.
Yeah.
What? Excuse me?
Okay.
Hello?
So, I grew up on a farm, right? And, like, we had this big barn. And I don't know if, like, the previous owners of the house just, like, anytime they had furniture that they didn't like anymore, they would just, like, put it in the barn for, like, 60 years worth of furniture that was in the barn, just, like, chilling. Yeah, anytime they were like,
what did the barn look like? Was it just full of decrepit, moldy furniture?
Well, see, the thing was that this was a really, really, really big barn. Like a really, really, really big barn. And so...
What percentage of it was furniture?
Like 25% of the barn, I want to say.
That's a lot of furniture!
Yeah! A lot of furniture. So, we decided to just burn it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was kind of like, well, what, like, I don't know, what else are you gonna do? Like, you could call, like, and pay for, like, one of those big dumpster truck things to come out that, like, drop off, like, the industrial size, like, construction trash can. Or you could just light it on fire, and, my mom decided that the latter was gonna be okay.
It's not all gonna burn. Like, it's not all, you're gonna wind up with an enormous pile of mostly burnt furniture, but it's still gonna be a similar amount of stuff, isn't it?
Not really, because a lot of it was just kind of like wood that had been sitting in a barn for 60 years. like wooden furniture. And so she was kind of
Alrighty.
like, all right, we're just gonna have a campfire and we're just gonna like burn all this stuff. But things got really out of hand. So that was the first time that I'd ever seen the firefighters show up at a fire.
Oh my god!
Because the fire wound up so big that the neighbors called and they were like, yeah, you're gonna have to put this out. This is dangerous. They were like, yeah, you have to have like a permit for a fire this big. And we were like, oh, okay. Which made us, because we had 2 barns, right? And we were gonna burn the other one because it was dangerously like, actually, it was like so badly unkempt. Like my siblings and I used to go play in the other barn. And
just
so it was
send your
like,
kids out to play in the abandoned furniture barn.
yeah, so this one barn was the abandoned furniture barn. The other barn was like in the middle of the fields. And so we were playing around in the attic in the other barn. And it was like so decrepit and filled with like moss that I actually fell through the ceiling.
What?
Yeah. And so we were originally planning on just like lighting the whole thing on fire. But yeah, after the firefighters showed up for our sofa bonfire, my mom decided she would pay someone to come remove it.
Yeah. Holy.
But it was fine.
Wow.
That's just like kid farm life, you know? Probably less dangerous than playing with the electric fence.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If you got proper respect for it, electric fence isn't gonna hurt you, but carrying out very old furniture, I mean, there's metal parts on there, you could easily get tetanus, you know?
Yeah. Well, we used to play the games where like we would all hold hands and one person would touch the fence and like whoever let go the slowest was the one who got zapped.
Yeah, that's probably not a good game.
Just like farm life things, you know, just normal farm kid things.
Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. I didn't grow up on a farm, but my grandparents were on a farm, and we spent a lot of time there. And my best friend grew up on a farm. They didn't do any of this. They didn't start fires. I mean, only of like cleared brush or something, like leaves or something. You know, they didn't start like furniture fires, and they didn't play games with the electric fence.
You know, just farm kid things. We did also normal like farm kid things too. We had so many cats. Oh my god.
Yeah, that is real.
Yeah.
So many cats.
So many cats.
But they're like barn cats. They don't live in your house. You don't have like, you know, it doesn't smell like you own that many cats, you know?
Yeah. Your grandparents had a farm when you were a kid? Did you get to like ride horses? Like, did they have horses or?
No, they didn't have horses.
They just had like a big old farm?
Yeah, I mean, cows.
Oh, we also had like 40 cows as a kid.
Yeah, that's a good amount of cows.
Yeah.
Are
no,
you girls
we're not
using
using
a
a
voice
voice
modulator? I was talking to like my friend's parents the other day about this, and they were like, "So could you sell the character if you just like sold Ellie Minibot and the voices?" And it's like, no,
The
like that's my
voices?
voice. Like, how would you sell your voice?
I
From Ariel to the Sea Witch?
don't. Weird. Wait, I mean, I feel like you could. Like you could train an AI with your voice and sell it.
No one
I
would
guess,
buy that.
but like
No
who
one would buy
who
that.
would buy that?
Not
Who
a
would buy
single
that?
person. Because they were like, oh yeah, because someone could make money with your stream, so you should be able to sell your character. And it's like, no one, that would be like a celebrity selling themselves, selling
Yeah.
their name. Like, it's such a ridiculous idea. But yeah, no.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Cows, farms, arson,
Arson. Small amounts of arson.
small amounts of arson.
Very small amounts
Crime
of arson.
brulee.
Crime brulee. Setting sofas on fire.